Yes, folks, it's Tales from the Jails with John G. Sutton. Bet you're wondering where I've been. Well, it was my grandson's graduation party. That's what I've been doing. Organised that. Just got a first-class master's degree with honours in engineering. So we had a big party. That's what I've been doing, folks, yeah? And today's Tales from the Jails, I'm going to talk about the National Tactical Response Group. Because it seems, and I'm going to put a link down below to a BBC feature article on this, which is it shows that there's been over, believe this or not, over 10,000 assaults on staff in the last 12 months in 2024. Over 10,000. The jails are absolutely at capacity. They are at capacity and really beyond capacity, because they're having to start to use police cells in certain areas for the overflow where they've got no cells left in the prisons. And one wonders when this is all going to stop, because they are actually building more prisons, folks. That's the answer. Prisons don't work, so what will we do? I know what we'll do. Let's build some more of the bastards. The thing is with these National Tactical Response Groups, back in the time when I was there, they didn't have that. They had the Minimum Use of Force Tactical Intervention. They called it the MUFTI Squad. If you watch the Strangeways documentary, there is a section of that where it shows them being trained. It's basically just riot training like we did in the army back in Libya in 1969, when Colonel Gaddafi's revolutionary army overthrew the rule of King Idris and appointed Colonel Muammar Gaddafi as the leader of Libya. At the time I was stuck in the middle of the Sahara Desert, which is part of Libya, and it was 120 degrees in the shade. Believe me, it was hot. It was just stupefying. Grown men were collapsing in the heat. I was all right, actually. I became acclimatized, and I was in charge at the time of the cleaning party. Hey, what a distinguished honour that was! And we had to spray all the tents with insect repellent, and it was like an oil. We hadn't got any protection for us, so I covered myself in this insect repellent oil. I ended up actually as brown as a berry. I was absolutely brown. In fact, even to this day, I've only got to be out in the sun for a day or two, and I absolutely go completely dark. I stay out of the sun now. Anyway, let me talk to you about the National Tactical Response Group. They have been called out in 2024. That's the last year they've got records for. 832 times. 832 times. And they're getting a lot of inmates who are protesting at height. They call it at height. That means when prisoners get on the roof or climb into some high space in the prison. And they've had trouble, of course, with the hostage taking. It's madness. And over 10,000 incidents of prison officers being attacked by inmates. Where will it all end? I absolutely advocate, I keep saying this on here, a supermax prison robotically run on a remote location such as the Falkland Islands or some other distant area where it's not immediately convenient for the inmates to escape from, and that way, you've got some control. But they don't seem to have control now. The chairman of the Prison Officers Association is stating that one of the big reasons that there's a problem in the prisons is that long-serving staff who have got experience of dealing with recalcitrant inmates are leaving the service. So the prisons are being staffed by people who have got no experience at all in dealing with angry men. And you can imagine if you were locked into a 12-foot by 8-foot space for 23 hours a day. Yep, you can't treat people like that. If you watch the documentary of Strange Ways, I think it's the third one, Screws, I'm in it, and I'm talking there about you cannot treat human beings like dogs, because if you do treat them like dogs, eventually they are going to bite you. You will end up getting bitten. And what is happening now? The inmates are starting to bite back and fight back because the conditions are pretty well damn austere. A lot of the prisons are actually trying to rehabilitate inmates, but the success rate is not very good. The rate of recidivism, that is inmates who are being discharged from prison, who recommit an offence and are resentenced within a year, the rate is something like 60%. 60% of all inmates who are in there now, when they go out within the first year, will re-offend and get sent back to prison. But over a period of 3 or 4 years, I believe it is, the recidivism rate is 80%. So 8 out of 10 inmates being discharged from prison will find themselves back in prison within a period of 2 to 3 years. That is a clear indication to all concerned that prison isn't working. So something's got to be done about it, but no, all they're doing is building more prisons. So this National Tactical Response Group is specially trained staff who attend prisons in en bloc. I don't know how many there is, probably 20 or 30 of them in a group, and they deal with the issues that are there. Well, quite obviously the staff who are on duty in those prisons can't do it. But back in the 70s and 80s, every prison had its MUFTI force, minimum use of force, tactical intervention. That is staff who get a big helmet on, usually a pickaxe handle, a big plastic shield, body protections, and in you'd go. Yeah. So every prison had their own tactical intervention group. But now they've got national tactical intervention groups or tactical response groups. As I say, I put a link down below to this so you can have a look at what the BBC are saying about this. And quite honestly, it's appalling. I don't know if behaviour has deteriorated in society. It certainly seems to have. And it may be that society is dividing into groups, often defined by ethnicity. Absolutely. It's running out of control. And now, it's that time of day, folks. You've got it. What's going to happen now? Yeah, it's the song dinger. And don't forget to do please like and subscribe. And I'm going to sing you a song now. Well, I'm not really going to sing it, am I? I'm going to torture it. That's Larry the Goatherd's model of his friend, who seems to be a little bit perturbed at the idea of me castrating this song. This is a song by Roger Miller. I like Roger Miller. He did King of the Road and all that. England Swings. I didn't like that shit, but I like this one. It's Engine Number 9. Are you sitting comfortably? Good. Well, I'm going to go for this. Seriously. And by the time I finish singing, if my wife hears me, she'll probably be coming in and going for me with the bowling pin. Engine number 9, coming down the railroad line. How much farther back did she get off? Old brown suitcase that she carried, I've looked for it everywhere. It just ain't here among the rest, and I'm a little upset. Yes, tell me, engine, number 9, rolling down the railroad line. I know she got on in Baltimore. 110 miles ain't much distance, but it sure do make a difference. I don't think she loves me anymore. And I warned her of the danger. I don't speak to strangers. If by chance she find new romance, warmer lips to kiss her, arms to hold her tighter, sitting new fires inside her. How I wish that it was me instead of he that stands beside her. Engine, number 9, coming down the railroad line. I know she got on in Baltimore. 110 miles ain't much distance, but it sure do make a difference. I don't think she loves me anymore. No, I don't think she loves me. I don't think she loves me anymore. Well, even I didn't like that. It was rubbish. Tales from the Jails, John G. Sutton. Like and subscribe.